The dog attacked Sparky from the front. He had Sparky's jaw and face in his right side, the whole face. So Sparky, I grabbed Sparky from his rear, his butt end, and was pulling him back. I was trying to pull him out of the jaws of the pit. My daughter was on top of the pit in the back, sitting astride the pit bull, and said, "No, Ma, no, don't pull. You'll make it worse. Don't pull." And I was trying to let it loose. And I feel terrible that I did not know what to do, because I just was slowly watching the dog die. And my daughter said to the owner who was standing in back of the dog with her thumbs in the air, doing nothing, and acting like she was surprised, like it had never happened before, you know, she was doing nothing. My daughter said, "Come here, come help me drag him to the water." So then she said, "Ma, grab his ears and help me pull." But the dog didn't have any ears. You know, I didn't have a gun. I didn't have a knife.
So the owner of the dog didn't help you drag the dog to the...
No, she did nothing but stand back and look and did nothing. Finally, the dog released Sparky in the water when it was drowning. We were drowning the dog. It released Sparky. I picked him up, and then I followed him. I couldn't. He was hard for me to carry. The dog was following me, and I was running away. Then the pit attacked again, as they do typically. They don't give up. They're out for a kill, because they're bred to kill. They're bred from the rat terrier and mixed with the American bulldog to give it the size and the strength, and they want to kill. So it attacked him again. This time we had to go through it again. She called on the owner, "Help me drag him, help me get him," because the surf was coming in and going back. It was receding and coming in and receding. We dragged him to the water again. Finally got him. At this point, I tried to pick Sparky up when the pit bull attacked, and the pit bull bit me. And he was trying to attack Sparky, and he bit me. Then I fell. Dog's heavy, and I fell, and Sparky was in front of me, and he was hanging onto Sparky again. He grabbed his jaws again, and everything was blood in front of the dog. It was all bloody, and it was a shocking, terrorizing experience, because what do? You watch your dog slowly die, or your child, or do you intervene and you know you're going to get severely bitten and injured by a pit bull? They don't give up. They don't give up.
How did your daughter have the wherewithal to do what she did and to stay on top of that?
My daughter, I have no idea. My daughter has always been a miracle to me. We are total opposites. I have no idea where she gets the strength under fire.
So the second time that you were able to get Sparky away, you're leaving with the dog, but your daughter's still out in the water with this pit bull, holding it down?
The second time, when the pit bull let loose, we were at the surf again in the water. This time my daughter stayed astride the pit bull. She had her knees over the pit bull, and she said to me, she motioned with her hand, "Ma, go, pick him up, go." So I picked him up, and I ran as much as I could run, but I was in shock, and you know, I ran as much as I could, and I was falling, and then there were people watching on the jetty, and they saw the incident, and they said to me, "Can we do anything? Can we help?" And I saw a young woman who actually works at camp. Her name is Melinda, and she works at the Camp Surf, the camp here, the Y. And I said, "Take the dog for me. Can you take Sparky?" So she took him. She took the dog, and then she gave me her lab, the leash of her lab, and then the lab was pulling to be with her, so the lifeguards came, and she got on the back of the truck with Sparky, who was bleeding and injured. And
what is your daughter doing meanwhile?
The daughter's on the pit bull, and what she said to the woman's name is...
the owner of the dog.
The owner of the dog. Maria Abwan. She said, she didn't know her name, but she said, "I am not leaving. Come here. Come here and sit on this dog. Get on this dog, muzzle him, leash him, put the muzzle, the collar, and the leash on this dog. I am not leaving until you get on this dog," because he would have attacked again. The dog was in an attack mode. You can't shut it off. It's like a robot. Have you seen Westworld with Yul Brynner? Well, take another look and go see it. That's what pit bulls are like. When you activate the instinct, when their instinct is incited, that's what they do. The problem is, you never know what's going to incite it. You never know when the breeding is going to come forth. It's going to show forth, because they were bred to kill. And I've asked people. I've tried to be rational and fair and logical. I've seen some pit bulls that look gentle and probably are. But they have confessed to me that all the people that they know in Northern California, San Jose, everywhere, they buy pit bulls to kill, to fight, to fight.